Alright, this is going to be my first video on everything pertaining to a subject or whatever that I'm somewhat interested in. Not necessarily going to state or whatever that I am a flat earther. I am open to the interpretation of the theory. Open to information. Open to the interpretation. I'm open to information. And that's actually something pertaining to. Now, whenever it actually comes to people that actually claim or whatever that they're into the flat earth or into the theory or anything pertaining to the subject, people view them and everything as people that cannot form sentences. They're somehow fucking retarded. And the thing that I actually find to be ridiculous about that assumption is that people can come off normal, intelligent, well-spoken, articulate, until they actually start talking about this shit. And then they're a kook. The notion should not even be entertained. I mean, it says that, Tommy Lee Jones' character, Agent K in Men in Black, stated and everything that 500 years ago, man knew the Earth was flat. And then he was all like, yesterday you believed that, man was we were alone in this universe. Imagine what you'll know tomorrow. And I think that's a pretty telling statement towards anybody that actually, wishes to learn in any aspect, in any measure. If you want to learn about yourself, or you want to learn about your environment and the world around you, you can't approach anything with glass half full aspect or whatever, because just whenever you actually think you know everything, there's new information popping up all the time on this shit. I first came across this flat earth shit and everything here a couple of years ago. I don't necessarily talk a whole lot about it and everything because it is such a polarizing subject. But the fact of the matter is, it's something that I actually like delving into. It's something I like talking about, thinking about, debating, and given the fact of whatever that people tease me quite often and everything about whatever the case may be, and I get ridicule. I can give ridicule. Quite frankly, I'm not a clay vase and everything. I'm not hard, or I'm not easy to crack. I'm not easy to break. But some of the things and everything that I actually want to touch upon and everything is some of the things or whatever that flat Earth is actually mentioned in. For starters or whatever, I want to reference some things from the Bible. See here in Psalm 75:3 says the earth and all its inhabitants are melting away. I set firm its pillars. Samuel 2:8 says the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and He has set the world upon them. Job, I don't know if that's Job or Job, but 9:6 says, who shakes the earth out of its place and its pillars tremble. 1 Chronicles 16:30 says, tremble before him, all the earth and the world is firmly established, it cannot be moved. 1 Samuel 2 to 8. He rises, and that's got to be a typo. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember what what was supposed to be there. I started writing the script and everything like 3 days ago, and well, anyway, I can see a typo, but it's supposed to say he raises the prince from the dust and lifts his lifts his needy from the ashy heap. He seats them with princes and has them inherit a throne of honor. For the foundations of the earth are the Lord's, and on them he has set the world. Isaiah 11:12. He will raise a banner for the nations and gather the exiles of Israel. He will assemble the Jesus Christ. He will assemble the scattered people of Judah from the four quarters of the earth. Isaiah 40:22. He sits enthroned above a circle of earth. Jesus, I'm a stuttering idiot today. He sits enthroned above a circle of the earth, and its people are like grasshoppers. He stretches out the heavens like a canopy and spreads them out like a tent to live on. Job 26.7. He spreads out the northern skies over empty space. He suspends the earth over nothing. Job 28.24. For he views the ends of the earth and sees everything under the heavens. Matthew 4.8. Again the devil took to the very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their splendor. Revelation 7.1. After this I saw four angels standing at the four corners of the earth, holding back the four winds of the earth to prevent any wind blowing on the land or on the sea or any tree. Okay, these Bible verses and everything. Let's see, which one was it? Hold on one second. Okay, yeah, Isaiah 40:22. He sits enthroned above a circle of the earth, and his people are like grasshoppers. He stretches out the heavens like a canopy and spreads them out like a tent to live on. Anybody watching this and everything that has actually seen the movie Clash of Titans, whenever Liam Neeson's character and everything, as I think he played Zeus in that movie, Greek mythology. But as Liam Neeson's character and everything, Zeus is standing in that, if you will, throne room, I guess. There's pillars and everything that are circling a map and everything that he's actually standing off to the side on, and it looks like a flat ground, but on that flat ground and everything is pretty much a map of the entire world. And a lot of people that believe in the flat Earth or whatever believe that the Earth is actually made that way with a firmament actually encasing the entire thing. Think what you will, say what you will. Doesn't really matter. I don't care. But a lot of these things and everything that are stated and everything in the Bible, I honestly think or whatever that there's some truth to that. Otherwise, whenever it actually comes to the YouTube communities or whatever, whenever say for instance like you're looking for ODD or Eric Dubé's content. Several different several different flat earthers or whatever, their content and everything is actually being deleted or whatever because of the fact that this flat earth movement and everything is actually starting to gain headway. And I can't tell you how many times and everything that I've actually gone back to try to find old videos or whatever about this particular subject, and I can't find them or whatever, and then come to find out or whatever that the page that the videos are from, particular videos and everything, are actually being deleted. And if that was the case, and you want to silence the individual that's actually saying this shit, why not just take down the entire fucking channel? But anyway, freaking trying to silence the opposition, I guess. And something that I actually come to think about and everything whenever it actually comes to this flat earth shit and everything, and how science constantly freaking tries to debunk religion, debunk the Bible, debunk God. How society has actually become so anti-God. How it's a shit show, to say the least. That you can be any religion under the face of the fucking planet and everything, but if you're a Christian or whatever, you may as well if people hold fucking murderers on freaking a higher moral scale than a Christian. But this deal and everything that I actually wrote, and I think it actually has some weight. That a lot of people and everything think that science and spherical Earth or whatever are more tangible or whatever. And here's my theory on this. It's called accountability. What is the point of believing in a system that holds people accountable for the things they've done in their life? In a world and society run by flesh and what feels good, from food we eat, from what we subject ourselves to. We're not bad people, we're just made up of bad things, corrupted by a world and all of its spoils, designed to destroy the mind and corrupt the body. The mind, the kingdom, and the body, the temple. From birth we are instructed in what to follow, told what to do, and what to believe. Why would they lie to us? You hear this question a lot when it pertaining to government. Anything government. But I questioned this a long time ago whenever I actually started getting into, conspiracy and government and everything. But, I questioned a long time ago, and this changed my perspective on just about everything pertaining to the world and my environment. And realistically, it kind of changed my life. Why would they tell us the truth? If history is written by the victors, why would those that succeed in conquest with nefarious intent, why would they let the truth be known? What is the point in being honest if you're not willing to be accountable for your actions? If you expect actions from one but don't hold yourself to that standard, why expect your subjects to be better than you? Or do you hold or do they hold themselves at a higher standard because they possess power? And after all power actually wants is more power. There's some things and everything that I really want to touch on and everything, but not everything's going to be able to be handled in one video. That's ridiculous. For one, Van Allen radiation belt. Back whenever we actually did Apollo 11, July 20th, 1969, if memory serves. Whenever we actually went to the moon, this was before we actually even knew about the Van Allen belt. Radiation so extreme that going up there in that fucking module that they actually had back then would have been like freaking microwaving a microwave dinner. You know, it. The astronauts would have been fucking popped like a soda can in a microwave. Oh, freaking what else is there? Oh yeah, huh. the Apollo 11 landing, the landing itself, the fucking recording, the goddamn tape. You know, our government and our science, scientific organizations, I guess, museums, they can keep track of 2,000-year-old fucking Egyptian pots, but yet they allowed the fucking recording of the Apollo 11 mission to get recorded over. I mean, I don't know why this damn thing and everything wasn't freaking sent to the Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. and then fucking put in a fucking vault. I mean, if this is what actually happened, I mean, if we actually went, not saying that we did, not saying that we didn't, but if we actually went, wouldn't they be more secure of the evidence pertaining to the arguably the greatest feat man's ever done? Yeah, for another point here is that I don't even remember who asked the question, but whenever being asked or whatever if we could actually go back or why we haven't been back to the moon, you know, the individual being asked the question had actually stated that we no longer have the technology. We have fucking smartphones in our back pockets. We have little fucking robots and everything that can do pretty much anything except for order our fucking groceries. And you're telling me and everything that we don't have the technology and everything to actually go back somewhere where we were supposedly 40 years ago with a quarter of the technology. I seriously need a calculator because this shit don't add up. And why is it whenever freaking if you go back and look at old interviews and everything with Buzz Aldrin or whatever, I don't remember if Neil Armstrong actually did any, but whenever they were actually asked is whenever they actually looked out into space, whenever they were, you know, freaking out there, why was it just pitch black? We can see stars from down here on the ground, clear as day, at night. I mean, it's a hell of a lot better out in the country whenever, you know, the freaking, whenever the sky isn't fucking saturated with the city lights and shit. I mean, night skies are beautiful whenever it's not saturated with city shit. But I believe it was Buzz Aldrin and everything stated that the blackness of space and everything had nothing to it. It's pure black, pitch black. And one of the main arguments and everything that you actually hear in the flat Earth community and everything is curvature. That's another thing. The curvature. You know, you're flying in a plane, or you know, taking footage and everything, and usually whenever you're dealing with a camera or planes or something, you know, or whatever, you're dealing with a fisheye lens. A fisheye lens and everything is kind of, I guess you could say, wide set and everything, and it's made and everything to actually angle the corners. That way, it gives off a curve, But there's been many tests done and everything that kind of prove, or I can't necessarily say prove, but that question. There have been many tests and everything that have been conducted that question the curvature aspect. And here's one question: why is it that freaking airplane instruments and everything don't measure curvature and everything on any kind of long distance flight? Why? Yeah, and some of the pictures and everything that you'll actually see on the NASA website. A lot of the deals and everything on the NASA website or whatever, even at the website or whatever, it actually states that the pictures of the Earth and everything are composite images. They're fake. They're colorings. They're not real. I mean, it actually says this on NASA's fucking website. And another deal is that like I was stating beforehand and everything, before I thought about the pictures of the Earth and everything on NASA's website, is the many pictures and everything on NASA's website of the American flag on the moon. Why is it that on the surface of something that has no atmosphere, no air, no wind, no nothing, they claim it's a vacuum in there, or up there, yeah, they claim it's a vacuum up there, that there's virtually no gravity, or very little gravity, but in a lot of pictures and everything, you'll see a ripple effect with the American flag. Look at that. And I also got to thinking about something here the other day. That actually it wasn't the other day. I've thought about it a few times since the original time that I actually thought about it. I'm actually thinking that Area 51, given the fact of whatever that it is a government base, and Area 51 is rumored to have like fucking, alien technology, aliens and all that other kind of bullshit. And aliens is a misconception. It depends on what you depends on how you view aliens. Yeah, they're definitely from another place. Absolutely 100% from another place. But it's not what you think. And that in itself is another video. I think that Area 51 and everything is a military base and everything where some of NASA's misinformation and everything towards the American public is conducted. I think that whatever it is they actually do down there is miles below the surface of the Earth, to where radar can't detect anything down there. I honestly believe that's why it's so highly protected. Maybe they've actually got like a major Hollywood-like studio and everything down there, where they actually do their rover missions. It's possible. Something to think about. I mean, if billionaire elites can carve out entire cities underground, what makes people think that they can't fucking do the same thing with shit that they're trying to hide? I mean, I'm not trying to state that I'm a flat earther, but given the fact that the government and everything isn't exactly forthcoming about telling the people the truth. They never have been. But you know, this topic or whatever, it needs more time to develop. Because quite frankly and everything, you know, ever since Richard Byrd made the trip and everything to Antarctica, that's another one. You know, the flat Earth theory and everything has become a topic of discussion for a lot of fucking conspiracy theorists. Rather, you believe in the flat Earth theory or not. I fell on the flat Earth theory and everything while actually freaking doing research on the whole Antarctica shit. And it's actually kind of funny that whenever you're digging for something, you fall into something else. It kind of redefines term how deep the rabbit hole goes. But anyway, this is the video. I'm going to do some more videos and everything pertaining to this subject. I'm going to try to do a deal and everything about the Antarctica Treaty. What's some other shit that I've mentioned? The Antarctica Treaty, freaking... Some of the things and everything that people have actually tested, the spherical Earth theory and everything. But yeah, that's the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe.